Mix FM, music that makes you feel good. Wednesdays should be your favourite day because you get your hands on the latest edition of the Weekly Advertiser. 2 Store Road if you want to pick it up from here at our office, your letterbox or selected retailers, or of course at theweeklyadvertiser.com.au. Favourite day of the week. Lauren comes into the studio. How you going, Lauren?
I'm well, thanks. How are you?
Yes, I'm cold. I'm good, but I'm cold.
It's a bit like that today.
It is a bit like that today, but let's heat up with some hot stories in the paper. Tell us about the front cover.
Yeah, so the state government have announced further drought funding, which is great news. And part of that is $15 million for the East Grampian Rural Pipeline, which is a pipeline that has been long sought after. We've done several stories in the last year about the project being scaled back due to funding, and there'll be plenty of happy farmers down that way in East Grampians that will be very happy with this news that it's coming. It can't come quick enough in their eyes.
Yeah, 100%. How good?
Yeah, no, well, it's been a lot of toing and froing with government funding partners and GWM Water, and they've had a few setbacks on the way, but the gist of the drought funding, which also has other major components to it, including Ararat and southern Grampian, a southern part of the West Wimmera Shire. Farmers there will be eligible to receive a 40% rebate on their rates, which will be great for their cash flow. However, Horsham Rural City Council isn't very happy that they weren't included in that, because they believe farmers in the southern part of our municipality here in Horsham should have received that same rate cut.
So a little bit of to and fro, but some people are excited.
Yeah, it's not all good news, but it is that East Grampians pipeline money is huge news for them.
Yeah, 100%. Now let's flip to page 5. There has been some absolute tragedies that have been happening on our roads recently, and you guys have done a bit of a write-up on the Bawangor fatality that happened over the weekend. Can you tell us a bit more about it?
That's right. So there was a fatality, unfortunately, on Sunday, and yeah, it was one of 9 people who died within 72 hours on Victorian roads, which is a pretty horrific stat. And police and ambulance came out on Monday and just really strongly encouraged all motorists to be extra careful on the roads at the moment, because our fatality rate is higher than usual, and people just need to show that extra care.
Absolutely. When I was travelling to the city and back with some friends, we saw 2 crashes on the way there, and then I was just out from the Bawangor one as well. Ended up getting out of my car and running to see kind of what was going on, and it was wild to see 2 on the way there, and then it was wild that me and my friends in the car were like, oh, well, everything comes in threes. It's so wild how you've got to think about those kind of things when it comes to our roads, and then knowing that massive other crash had happened that was all over the news as well. Please be safe on our roads. Please be safe.
The fatalities get the headlines, but serious injuries happen all the time as well. Yeah. We had one here yesterday just out of Horsham, and, they have just as much effect on the first responders and the families and the people involved in the accidents. So, please be careful on the roads.
100%. You know what to do. Drive safe, and please just be careful out there. Now let's flip to the back with the sport. We've actually got one of our own, one of us, who has scored some medals. Tell us about it, Lauren.
That's right. So Horsham's Remy Bailey. And we claim him as one of our own because Remy's mum works for the Weekly Advertiser, Georgia.
Shout out Georgia, yeah.
So the family's headed up to the Gold Coast this week because Remy's been competing in the Australian Gymnastics Championships. And he's won 2 bronze medals, if you don't mind.
Yeah, look at him go. One of us.
So Remy's had a lot of successes in gymnastics over the years. He's a member of the Natty Muckin District Gym Club, and an emerging leader out there. He coaches as well, and loves his gymnastics and is very good at it.
Yeah, sure is. A couple of medals whilst he's at it. Lauren, thank you so much for popping in to the studio. The Weekly Advertiser, the latest edition, is out now. 2 Store Road, if you want to pick it up from here, you can get it from selected retailers, your letterbox, or, of course, theweeklyadvertiser.com.au. Lauren, thank you so much.
Thank you.